one that's we're living in the end times right now. So if you don't know this, if you haven't listened to people that told you, we're living in the rapture. So right now, this is not like a joke. The time period that we're in is very serious. Like, this is the time where people are gonna start getting 666 on their forehead. People are gonna start getting stamped on their heads with numbers because of the fact that they got left behind. And it's not only that, but it's because Elon Musk is creating AI. So if you're stupid, if you're someone that's getting left behind, you're probably gonna get a stamp on your forehead, which is gonna show that you're a part of AI. So that means you're gonna have to get a chip. You're gonna have to be you're gonna be programmed basically. So if you're not, if you don't have a career, if you don't have a path for yourself, you're probably gonna end up getting stamped. So this is not like a fake thing. This is a real thing that's actually happening to people, and they're getting numbers on their foreheads and stuff. They're getting numbers and chips and stuff like that in their brains and stuff because so he's making this chip because the reason why these things are happening is because, like I told you, we're in the rapture. So that means that the end of the world is here. The end of the world is here. We're in the end of the world. We're in the last days of everything. So, yeah, we're living in the end times. And so, if you are not prepared for what's happening, you're basically going to be programmed in whatever is going on right now. So yeah, we're living in the end times of the world. So the world is right now, this is the last days of the rapture. This is where the chosen people are talking about, we're in Revelation right now. So it's Revelation 14:14, which is, we're living in the last days of the rapture. So there's war, rapture, war. That's what's happening right now. So right now, the devil is preparing another season for people that are left behind, people that are trapped, people that are stuck, people that don't have a plan for their life, people that don't know what they're doing with themselves. Those are the people that are going to be getting wiped out in the rapture. Why is that happening? Because we're living in the last days of the world. There's things that happened in the World War II, all of that stuff that was going on. They're preparing for another one. So they're preparing for another war that's taking place because Yeah, so every pastor is talking about this because like I told you, we're living in the rapture, so this is like the end of the world, which means that if you're not prepared for what's happening, you're not going to survive whatever's being planned. You're not going to survive that either, because if you didn't have someone that was, you know, because we are in the last days, and this is the rapture. So if you don't know about this, you're probably going to be someone that's getting wiped out, that's not surviving in the world, that's not able to make it, because we are living in the rapture. These are the last days. In the Bible, if you read the Bible talks about this, where your whole life that you're living in the world, you're supposed to be preparing for this day. So every chosen person prepares for this day. So if you're a religious Christian, whatever, you know that every chosen person prepares for this day. Every chosen person prepares for the rapture. That's why it's in Revelation, because chosen people are way ahead, because we know that our whole life that we're born, we're preparing for the rapture, because we know since birth the rapture is going to happen. So you have to prepare from a child. So this whole time I spent my life preparing for the rapture, because I know that we're living in the end of the world. And obviously, because the world God is outside of time, I'm always getting divine messages from God about preparing for the rapture, because we're living in the end days. And pretty soon, many people are going to be dying from this, because we're living in the last days.